Welcome to our group stand-up brief video. Our group includes of me, Hiểu-Ming, Phương-Chi, Bảo Nguyen, and Vương Bảo. We work together by researching and validating 4 different customer hypotheses based on the problem from one of our members' original business idea for the previous assignment, which is that university students are having sleep problems due to overworking. Each of us use different business design thinking tools to help us tackle the problem in multiple perspectives. For example, the Javelin board, the value proposition canvas, the ease impact matrix. Let's move on to my group first speaker.
Hi, my sales ID is 5626440W and this is my stand-up brief. The customer segment I'm in charge of is secondary school teachers who are middle-aged. Firstly, I did some research and created a customer segmentation to identify my customer characteristics. Then, I created a Javelin board to define my solution hypothesis and test the riskiest assumption, which is they are willing to purchase customizable mattress to improve their sleep quality. I conducted an online survey and expected 70% positive response and received a result of up to 80% positive response, which validated my solution hypothesis and allowed me to start developing my value proposition canvas. To create my customer profile, I used trigger questions to identify the jobs that my customers are trying to get done, the problems they encounter, and the benefits they desire to receive. Next, to create my value map, I utilized Hammer Group questions to come up with potential pain relievers, then used the ease impact matrix to identify the priorities that we should pursue. Then, I also used the Hammer Group questions to create potential gain creators and used the ease impact matrix to clarify our priorities. Finally, I match the elements together and see that they fit perfectly, which allows me to start creating the minimum viable product. Me and another group mate worked collaboratively to create this online website that including our business description and the features that we've developed. And there are 79% of users who accessed our website received discount, which indicates that they are interested in our product and our minimum viable product is viable. Since my customer segment is willing to purchase the customizable mattress and our minimum viable product is now viable, so our next step is to prepare to launch this minimum viable product to the market. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, welcome to my stand-up brief presentation. My presentation will have 4 parts. First is the customer segment. Second is the social hypothesis. Third is the VPC building, and finally is the MVP introduction. First is the customer segment. My segment will be university students aged from 18 to 24 years old, both male and female, and have a medium to low income. Their lifestyle will be stay up late to do homework and hang out with friends. What they value will be weekends and sleep. Using the experiment board, I can test my solution hypothesis, and my problem is students have too much work, so they stay up late and they could suffer from mental illness. And my solution is to create a mattress, and I create a pre-sign paper for the students, and the results were 81% of students agreed and only 18% said no. So I pivot and learned that the demand for mattress is high. Next is the value proposition canvas. To identify the customer jobs, I've used the customer journey map and also the Hammer question to know what the customer do. And for the customer pains, I've done some research and found that the pains will mainly be the body pains and will be spine pains due to the mattress age, because if the age is low, the quality will be also low and it will affect the customer. And I test this to clarify this. I've asked my friend and he also agreed with my opinion, and he also said that he has some problem which that is irritation from his skin because of bug bites. And finally, for the customer gains to apply the features that are suitable for my product, I've done some research and used the how my questions, and some of my features were spine alignment and eco-friendly material because students they often study so their spine will be tired, so if the spine stays in a good position, they will feel relaxed and calm, and the eco-friendly material will reduce the irritation for their skin. And finally, for the MVP introduction, these are sport mattress, and with a 40% off, it will include support foam, comfort layers, temperature control with softness, and there were 83% of people pressed our bought our product, and only 16% canceled the order. Finally, thank you for listening.
My sales ID is 2816090, and this is my standard brief on 1812 for our business Serenity. In my starting phase, I will be introducing my customer segments, which are busy lawyers aged between 25 to 44. I use the customer segmentation to get to know my customer distinct characteristic, and therefore I can identify their pain points and gains. In the next steps, I used solution hypothesis to, in the form of an online survey, to test the reality of my target customer segment's demand for my product, and it persevered, so there's a demand. In my middle phase, first I did a brief market research about the market size, the market forecasted growth, and the key competitors. And in the second part, in my value proposition building, I first built the customer profile. I use trigger questions to brainstorm my customer physical and emotional needs they are experiencing or experiences for the problem. And I came up with 3 jobs, which and in the pains I also use the trigger questions to help explore my customer challenges and hardships they encountered related to the jobs, and I also came up with 3 of them. And in the gains, I use the trigger question to identify my customers' additional wants that they might want to be satisfied, and I came up with 2 of them. And in the value map building, I use the HMW questions to help generate ideas for my pain relievers based on the customer pains, and I came up with 4 of them here. And then I use the ease impact matrix to evaluate my pain relievers based on their availability and the amount of effort to create them. And in conclusion, I chose 3 of them. It's the same with the game creators. It's the HMW questions help me generate ideas based on the customer gains, and I came up with 3 of them. I also used the impact ease matrix, and all 3 of them were chosen for the final lineup. The VPC fit matching was fairly matched with each other in my VPC, and in the last part, the MVP making and testing, we made a website for our Serenity business with one homepage and 3 landing page about us, our features, and the Q&A page. And then we did a consider test where people will click onto this button and will show into our survey with a success criteria of 75% responded choose yes to this question, and so as the result show that the 78.6% choose yes, so it's persevered. We are looking forward to our further projects in the future. Thank you for listening.
Greetings, my sales ID is 612675L. Here at Rising, we provide affordable sleeping care for people who have trouble sleeping. For my segment, I will be pitching about our newest product, Smart Mattress, and how it could effectively help our chosen target customer. This is our table of content. Here's what you would expect from this pitch. And for my customers, I have chosen male entry-level employees. They're at least 22 years old. They make low to medium income. Their lifestyle is busy. They're also competitive, and they're slightly incompetent as they're just starting their job. And what they value most in life is making a living, being successful, and going up the ranks. My solution for their problem is providing them a mattress that has all of the functions needed to give them comfortable sleep, like like good temperature, like good softness, and like noise drowning, all that stuff. And I'd also provide them 40% off discount to compensate for their low income. Here is my VPC, and the way I built this is very simple. I first made a customer journey map, and then I asked myself an HMW question. As you can see, the customer journey map has 4 phases, and my HMW question is, how might we create a mattress that entry-level employees could feel comfortable with despite their strict standards? This is all so that I can find out more about my customer. And then I add all of it into the customer profile, like what has been deducted. And for my product, I have used a Javelin board that has information from online surveys, and I've also used the matrix to deduct what is inside the solution that would help these customers, and then I'd add them to the product section here, and then I would connect them like so. And yeah, easiest control is the highest pain gain creator, and the hardest control is the highest pain reliever. And MVP introduction about the collaborative process. Everyone played an equal role, but I did most of the design and text. Testing the market, I found out that customers really like the clean and dark color palette, as it doesn't hurt their eyes that much, and it's easy to read and it's easy to understand with how little text there is. And 83.3% of customers want to buy the smart mattress if it's 40% off, as you can see in this chart. And that is my pitch. Thank you for listening.